I'm just saying technology is wonderful. Turn it off 2 hours a day and get in the habit of taking action.
I like it.
Building relationships. The rest of the time, hey, that gives you 22 hours to play with your apps.
Okay, so habits lead to perseverance. So did we kind of talk about that a little bit, if you keep the habit long enough?
Eric, this is the most exciting part of the whole Lotus Code continuum. People think that perseverance is an arduous process of staying the course no matter what. Perseverance is a natural byproduct of habitual productivity. So what happens, what this young guy was saying 2,500 years ago, once the teeter-totter slides just a little bit past the fulcrum, you slide from habits right through perseverance to attainment. Then the trick is, it's like a buttery slope. It's like a slide. It's not difficult to persevere because your behavior has become habitual. So the trick is, you've got this goal of attainment. And let's say
maybe the perseverance is that little mechanism to remind you if you fall out of the habit, right?
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Perseverance
that's been
is
an issue for me. I've had habits and then I lost them. Where did they go? I don't know where they went, but I lost them. You know, and some people had great habits in the first 6 months or the first year of their network marketing business, and now they're in it 5, 6, 7 years, and they've lost those habits that they had that first year. They're way too cool for those, you know, the hard work things that they did in their first year. So the perseverance thing will help.
And the other thing is, I think our industry is so lucrative that people just hit various comfort zone levels. I remember when I was writing for Success Magazine, Scott DeGarmo, who was publisher then, said, Yarnell, if your deal's so great and you really know what you're doing, how come there are only 3 people in your whole downline earning more than you? And I said, well, it's really very simple. A lot of people actually figured out that they could live comfortably on $30,000 and $50,000 a month, so they quit. You know, you've got to have a killer instinct or a goal bigger than yourself. I mean, if you're funding a prison program for indigent alcoholics and illiteracy, and it costs you $100,000 a month, you think nothing will make $150. But if you're making 50 and you don't have a prison program to fund, that's a lot of money. Right. So perseverance is a natural byproduct of productive effort that's become habitual.
So thoughts lead to words, words lead to actions, actions lead to habits, habits lead to perseverance naturally, and then perseverance leads to attainment, leads to whatever the attainment of your goal, whatever that goal might be for you.
You actually start gaining speed from the fulcrum position. The trick is to jump off the teeter-totter. The example you just gave is so wonderful. It's perfect, because what you're describing is people who sat on their butt at the attainment level at the bottom of the teeter-totter instead of jumping off that one and going and creating new attainment objectives.
I see. So when it gets here, if they click it to here and they go for a bigger goal or whatever it is that they want to go
absolutely jump right off that teeter-totter and go find another one and start pushing.
I get that, because whatever thoughts you had to get you to your first goal aren't the thoughts that you need to get you to your next goal.
Absolutely.
Got it. And the words need to change, and the actions need to change, and the habits need to change. That's good.
And then and then you persevere long enough, and you hit that next point of attainment.
Right, and then you think about, okay, where do I need to take my thoughts next?
Absolutely. One of the problems people face, and we've seen this in people who win lotteries, you know, everybody wonders, why do people eat guns or go out of windows or have all these serious problems when they win the lottery? It's because they sit on that attainment as if that's the end-all, be-all, and it really isn't. You got to jump back on the teeter-totter. Right.
Well, where can people find out more about the Lotus Code?
Well, it's pretty easy to read a lot about it. There's a lot of lotuscode.com. You know, you can check out the lotuscode.com.
Is it thelotuscode.com?
Yeah, and I tell you something else that I want people to see for free that they're going to have a lot of fun with. Okay. You were kidding me about cell phone technology. Yeah. I actually recently did a YouTube video in a surgical gown in a surgery hospital, and I performed what's known as a cell lobotomy. And I think if people in network marketing see my cell lobotomy from Dr. Mark Yarnell, who's figured out how to end mediocrity in this lifetime, I think they call it Mark Yarnell MLM Doctor Performed Surgery. But that's also on the site.
It's on the site.
Lotus Code. Okay. Yeah, if you go to the Lotus Code, you can see me perform a dorsolateral prefrontal cell lobotomy. Yeah, it's really funny. I think they're like it. Everybody like
Yeah.
it.
Well, Mark, I've just got to say thank you for giving us your time over the course of this week, talking about these things. It's so important that everyone starts to change their thinking. That's what we hope Network Marketing Pro does on a daily basis, is give you some new thoughts, give you some new words to express those thoughts, and give you some actions to take and some habits to develop and some perseverance through our community and the attainment of whatever goal. And then we start over and we continue to build on that process. But Mark, you've been very generous with your time. I appreciate it so much. What you didn't see, ladies and gentlemen, is Mark was climbing all over his office, covering up all the walls with blankets.
All
So
the windows, yeah.
so all the windows, yeah. So he wouldn't, because it was way too bright in his beautiful office in British Columbia. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, here from the Ukraine, my wish for you is that you decide to become a network marketing professional, that you decide to go pro, that you use this Lotus code to help you go to entirely new levels of attainment for you and your life and your success and your career. Because it is a stone cold fact that we have a better way. Now we just need to go tell the world. Mark, any final thoughts?
No, just remember there are two kinds of people in the world, people who think they can and people who think they can't, and they're both right.
All
If
right.
you're in if you're in network marketing, at least you don't have a ceiling, and that's worth its weight in gold.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.